Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, got a story about a great injustice that has been done to people that were searching for justice in the justice system out there in Chicago, Illinois. Shout out Chicago. And this story happened 4 years ago, but it still made news now because one of the people in this story, gunman, was sentenced yesterday. Now, I want to talk about this. In 2021, this young lady right here, God rest her soul, her name is Savannah Quintero of Chicago, Illinois. She got up, told her family she was going to a corner store. She went to go to the corner store, get her some chips and a soda, or pop as they call it in the video. While she was walking to the store, she was followed by two young men that were 17, and I can't remember the age of the other one. One of them was named Edgar Martinez, right? Mr. Martinez and this other boy ran up on Miss Quintero and asked her what her gang affiliation was, which she replied she had none. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that these men, namely Edgar Martinez, shot this girl in the head? Shot her in the head, and then rolled off like it was nothing. Well, they got caught some years ago, and they've been locked up for some time. But the reason why we're doing this story today is Miss Quintero's killer, Edgar Martinez, right, got sentenced to 20 years yesterday in jail. 20 years for what he did to this 14-year-old girl. I'm going to play this video. I want you to see these people, the hurt in their voice and the hurt in their face, and how let down they are at the justice system for doing what they did and allowing this guy to live. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe every murder case, right, and it's a lot of them, should be picked up by the feds, and it should be treated as a treasonous act against American people, or it should be taken as an act of treason, and it should result in death. Anytime you do any type of chaotic murdering and stuff like that, you should go. Take a look at this. This is a direct slap in the face of these people that waited for justice for over 4 damn years. Look.
Well, grieving family is speaking tonight after the man convicted of murdering a 14-year-old girl in the back of the Yards neighborhood 4 years ago was sentenced.
Family members frustrated he'll only have to spend 20 years behind bars. WGN's Julian Cruz joins us now from our newsroom with more on that. Julian.
Well, Mike and Ray, the heartbroken family says it's an injustice. Edgar Martinez, who was 17 years old, police say, when he shot and killed Savannah Quintero, getting off too easily, the victim's family says, talking exclusively to WGN News.
My goddaughter was 14, walking out of the convenience store. She just went to get chips and a pop.
Savannah Quintero never returning from her trip to this back of the Yards corner store.
I don't get to see her. I don't get to hear her voice. I don't get to hug her.
You can see the pain on Crystal Quintero's face. The grieving mother unable to accept the loss of her beloved teenage daughter, Savannah Quintero.
It broke me. I had cracks, but that broke me.
Savannah, in 2021, brutally shot in the head, police say, on the 1700 block of West 48th Street, 3.5 years later at the Cook County Criminal Courts building.
Lack of remorse in his face.
Savannah's family confronting the triggerman yesterday, Edgar Martinez, face to face, stunned with the 22-year jail sentence.
The killer that actually shot my goddaughter in the head only got charged 22 years.
Cell phone video capturing the terrible moment a group of assailants following the terrified teen for a couple of blocks, demanding to know if she had a gang affiliation, Savannah denying any connections, pleading for her life, her family says, before Martinez callously fired the deadly shot.
I couldn't understand. Gang members get more time for killing another gang member, and my daughter was innocent.
Prosecutors setting their sights on another suspect in Savannah's murder, Michael Aguirre of New Lenox, arrested by the Great Lakes Regional Task Force in 2021, charged with first-degree murder and attempted murder with another victim, allegedly trying to hire someone to kill a witness to the Quintero shooting. He'll be back in court April 14th. Savannah Quintero's loved ones say they'll be at Aguirre's upcoming trial to demand justice and seeking closure, despite the pain of seeing the man who pulled the trigger, Edgar Martinez, getting a 22-year sentence plus 4 years for aggravated discharge of a weapon. Spokespeople for the Cook County State's Attorney say that they can't comment on whether or not Martinez has agreed to testify in Aguirre's trial. Aguirre facing a host of criminal charges. Savannah Quintero's family says they will be there at the courthouse when the trial gets underway. In the newsroom, Julian Cruz, WGN News.
Thank you.
Absolutely shameful. Look, gave him 22 years. You know why? He took a deal. Gave him a deal. Been locked up a while, already institutionalized. Gave him a deal. Yeah, we give you 20 years. That's it. Once you've seen one murder, you've seen them all. And that's the thing. This is my big issue with the way they deal with murder in this country. They don't look at it for what it is. Malicious intent to kill a child, regardless if that's a child or not. These are 17-year-old kids, and the other one might be older or younger. Who knows? But you went and pointed a gun in the face of a stranger and pulled the trigger, a kid herself, because she answered an honest question that she wasn't in any type of gang affiliation, and it cost her life. Fuck that. Obviously, the states don't know how to deal with this because they got an influx of people killing each other at alarming rates across the country. So the feds should pick this shit up. And everything should be punishable by death. And it sounds tyrannical, but just hear me. If these people are doing this and they're reveling in doing this, because it wasn't like they pulled the trigger and was like, oh man, look what we did. Or it did. It was like, yeah, we got an op. That wasn't one in the first damn place. This is craziness out here, y'all. Absolute pandemonium in the streets. And you heard the lady? I had cracks in me, but now I'm truly broken. And that's the thing. How many times do we ever sit back and think, all these news stories I do about people that are going to go to court and people that have went to court, and families go in there, wear shirts in support, beg strangers, absolute strangers, proficient in the law, that don't know you, don't know your baby story, don't know the love and memories you have for your children, and you got to sit there while they handle the issue unjustly. Unjustly. So you got to remember something. People that do murder trials and stuff like that, they do this all the time. So they desensitize. It's almost like a medical examiner that goes and does autopsies on children. A part of themselves, they have to detach from the reality to do the job effectively, fucking over the victim's family. They might as well have spit in the face of these people. He been locked up, what, 4 years? And they just now getting to court? Another thing is, these defense lawyers, you wouldn't have no defense lawyer if you went and killed somebody. You wouldn't get no goddamn defense lawyer if you maliciously went out there and killed somebody and it was without question. You would not get no legal representation because you didn't give nobody no deal with you know, when they pled for their life, or they just didn't know you was going to kill them and you stalked another human being. Intolerable. Intolerable, y'all. Seriously. 14 years old, gone. Don't know what she could have been. Don't know who she could have, you know, what she could have contributed to society. We consistently waste our potential by destroying other people's potential and taking their lives. We don't know shit about shit ourselves as younger people. This is upsetting. And it's upsetting what happened to the young lady. But 20 years of, you know, prison time and confinement does not equate to a lifetime of loss that these people endured. And that's why I say what I say. This shit is bullshit. I don't know if you guys ever lost somebody real close to you that innocently lost their life to gun violence in the street, just minding their own business. I have. It's not a good feeling. You never get over the loss and the void of somebody you love and was growing up with. You only get to live with the pain and the scars that's left. But when the court system do shit like this and say, oh, it's out of our hands was tied, this is the agreement. If they said, them people said 20 years is not enough, 22 years is not enough, and they are the victim's family, they screwed. Because they're going to say, oh, we can't do anything. This is what the guidelines say. Fuck the guidelines. Shit is trash. Nobody really gets justice in the justice system. They don't. And everybody knows it. And the more we talk about it, the more maybe something to be done about it. A 14-year-old girl is dead, and all she wanted was a soda and some fucking potato chips. Not a bullet to the fucking head. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.